from the previous sessions about the email studio, marketing cloud, automation studio, and contact builder. Now we are going to cover the journey builder. Before that, I'm just going to recap the things that we did for rest of the session. Email Studio will help us to create an email, and content builder will help us to create any type of messages, whichever it is email or SMS or push messages, and let the table data extension or list we can able to create it in the email studio, and automation studio will help us to do the automate process like to do the import the data and export the data or send an email or do some sort of SQL queries. And contact builder will help us to group this data, uh, and then we can able to utilize to delete the data from entire marketing cloud, and also we can able to import the data to the mobile list, and mainly we can see all type of data in the contact in one place, that is contact builder. And another thing is we can able to sync the sales for sales cloud or service cloud object into the marketing cloud. That's a one part. Today is journey builder. What exactly the journey builder? Anyone could you please describe in one line what is journey builder and why it is needed? Anyone there?
So journey builder, we used to make a customer's journey. Like based on his activity, we will plan our activity. Whatever he do in the customer journey, we will be planning our activities according to that, so that we can promote our product more efficiently and can do our business very in an efficient manner.
Perfect. You are absolutely correct. Basically, Journey Builder will do the one-to-one. We can do the one-to-one interaction. Like based on the customer response or subscriber response, we will take the next step. What action that we can do, whether the paper like opened or purchased or clicked, or if anything, any kind of such thing you were done, we can do the next thing. For example, if they haven't opened the email, we can able to send an SMS or push message. It's a, it's a thing. Okay, that's one major thing that we are utilizing the journey builder. Okay, basically there are few different types of journeys. Presently, earlier it was only one journey, and from there we are going to distinguish. But now, starting itself, they have created like a single screen journey, or transactional journey, or multi-step journey. I mean, all this means single send journey means if you are sending only one, whether it's an email or it's an SMS or push notification, then we are utilizing the single send. Transactional send journey means, for example, if you are doing an API send, I mean, just for example, if any order occurred, and that time we have to send a real-time email, right? For that, we can utilize the transactional email. Basically, these two journey we can able to do it in this step also. This will by default they will create some flow that will help our time to while doing the configuration. Coming to the multi-step journey, the name itself it was showing multi-step. Here it will provide an empty path. We can able to create n number of paths based on our business plan. And basically there is one major thing that we need to worry, starting point of the journey, which is the true source data for this journey, whether it is from the data extension, or it is from the API, or it is from the audience thing, or it is from the smart capture form, or any kind of Salesforce data, event, inbound chat, and everything. And this is one entry source. And then what are all the things that we can able to send from the journey? Here is the list of things. And if you have any custom thing that we can able to utilize here. Basically, we all know email is the first message that we can able to send to our customers. And basically, we can able to send the email
Hello.
Am I audible?
Hello?
Hello.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
I
You
Yes,
are
sir.
now.
okay, thanks. And another thing is advertising campaign. Basically, this I
Screen.
will cover while we are doing in the advertising studio. Okay, this is also we can able to do send the data from the marketing cloud journey builder to these places, but I won't cover as of now. And another this flow control data. This is one of the best major tool in our journey builder. This is the place that we're gonna control our date subscriber, and we are going to direct
Excuse me,
uh,
sir. Is the
Manju,
screen visible to all?
no. So Manju, you are not
So are you
sharing.
sharing anything? Acha.
no, I mean, oh,
No,
sorry.
you have not shared, Manju.
Okay. I thought it was already shared. It was my
Can,
mistake.
sir, please can you repeat?
Okay, sure. Okay, okay. This is the journey builder section. Okay, and while we are going to create a journey, we have a three different journeys: multi-step, single send journey, transactional journey. Okay, these two types of journey that we can achieve it here also, and this journey basically it will help. I mean, these two steps will help. No, but they built in. They have created the path. We go just gonna select the respective email and respective messages and send it or schedule it. That's the thing that will help. But if you go to the multi step, right? Here they will provide an empty place. So here we're gonna configure how we need and how the business plan, how we need our journey. Okay, there we have a two different place. One is a starting point. This is the major point that we need to be worry where our data is, where our subscriber record arrive, whether it is from the smart capture form or it is from the Salesforce data or it is from any of the custom website, or we are going to pull it via API or it from our marketing cloud data extension. This is the place that we're gonna define, and once this defined, we're gonna select it a respective schedule thing, and then these are all the kind of messages that we're gonna send utilize to send an I mean to send a message to the subscriber. Along with this, if you want to create any custom activity to do the direct mail or to do something else, we can able to utilize it here. Once the custom activities that was created by our team are purchased by the Apex team. And advertising thing, we can do the ad campaign or push the data to the respective social channel that we're gonna cover it in while we are doing the advertising studio. And coming to the flow control, this is the place that we are. I mean, these are the major control of our controlling keys of our journey. These are all the activities that help to control the subscriber and to pass the data into the right way. Okay, and if our I mean, this is the custom update activity will help to see to update the our marketing cloud table um, based on the subscriber response, or in some scenario we need it to check where the subscribers are. Okay, and if you have a marketing cloud connection, then this is the activity that we're going to help to automate the Salesforce process using the marketing cloud. For example, if any of the new lead generation, on that time itself, we can able to create a few tasks for that lead. Or if any contact creation, we can able to create a few tasks or few cases, or like they push them into the some campaign by default. We can able to do some automate process for the sales or service cloud using this section via journey builder. Okay, coming to the entry source. Basically, there are two different types of data configurator that we will do. One is a mass data send and one is a data driven send. I mean, basically, data driven send means whenever the action perform, on that time we are going to on that time the subscriber is going to enter the journey. That's like contact creation or form submission or do something. That was an interaction thing. That is a data driven one. And another one is a scheduled one. Scheduled one means we have a set of subscriber records and we are going to send the messages on particular time. That will be in schedule. For the schedule thing, we're gonna utilize only the data extension. For the data driven thing, we're gonna utilize the rest of the things. Smart capture form, Salesforce data, API. These are all the things are data driven. Means whenever the action performed, on that time they are going to enter the journey. Okay. Any question on this data driven and data extension? Sorry, data driven
No,
and
sir.
scheduled one.
No,
Okay.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, for example, if you selected data extension, this is a scheduled one, right? When we select a, I mean, assume we are going to select one data extension. Uh, Here we're gonna do the filter contacts. I mean, basically, for example, you have the some kind of data, and you need only the particular type of data needs to be available in the journey. For example, if you selected one table that was available for entire Maharashtra, but you are planning to send an email only to the one location, that is Mumbai. There you can able to filter it. That filter contacts will help. I mean, earlier there was a journey data in the year also, but now there is no journey data in the starting configuration. Contact data. If anyone explain where the contact data will come, anyone know about the contact data? Okay, I will let you know. Basically, while doing a journey configuration journey, we will see that there are two type of data. One is contact data, and another one is journey data. Contact data means the data we're gonna see. I mean, we call it as a live data. Means we will see the real time data on the particular data extension, and on the based on that value, the action will take. But journey data means this record, the value the sorry, just give me a second. Journey data means the data was the subscriber record when they entered into the journey, it will be fixed. Even though if the data was changed in the data extension, the temporary data will kept for each journey. That record will be staying till the subscriber exit. That record won't change. For example, when entering into the journey, Manju name is Manju last name is SR. Till exit, his last name won't change. Even though that name was changed in the data extension, the journey data won't change because it will come. It will be saved in temporarily. Okay. And contact where we're gonna see the where we're gonna configure the contact data, that should be in the contact builder attribute group. In the previous session that we have explained about the attribute group, right? And that time
Yes.
we have created one attribute group called, I guess, test SFMC. See, we're gonna see the test SFM at SFMC, which are all the data extensions that we have configured. See, we have configured TS training 1221, TS underscore FF1 here. How it gonna relate to the respective record? Here I am just going to select the email address is equal to or assume XYZ, XYZ, that X, okay. But how it will check this record needs to check only for this. Basically, based on the contact key. Every contact data will have the contact key, right? And journey will also have the contact key. Whenever the record entered, we will the journey will identify based on the contact ID and key, and it will verify based on that key whether this record was there or not. And if you are doing it in multiple channel, that multiple path, then that path needs to have a one-to-one connection. If you have a duplicate record, then you may chances to miss some records. And that time you need to do some journey compare, sorry, attribute compare option like that. Okay, let me assume you're going to remove that filter. Once the data extension was selected, here we're gonna see the scheduled one. In the schedule, we have three different steps. Run once recurring automation. This automation step will enable only if our data extension was utilized in the data as an automation studio in one of the filter activity or in one of the SQL query activity. Only on that time this automation will get active, or else it will be disabled. Recurring means if you want to run on a daily basis or hourly basis or a monthly basis, you're gonna utilize this. And run once. Run once is basically, I mean, if you are running only for once, then you're gonna utilize this option. Okay, and coming to these steps, if you want to set any goal for the journey, you're gonna utilize here. And also there is another good feature that we have is an exit criteria. Um, Exit criteria, I will let you know in the end of this journey configuration why and where we are utilizing the exit criteria. And coming to the journey settings, this is the place that we need to be clear what is the criteria of our journey, whether it is only for once per the subscriber, or we are going to allow the subscriber multiple time, or only after the exiting. This is the place that we're going to define. If it is no re-entry means, if for example, if Manju was entered into the journey, that record will won't allow to enter the same journey till, I mean, throughout their life. If it is any time means, Manju can enter every occurrence. After exiting means, if Manju is already in the journey till exit, if you try to enter the journey, and that time he will skip. He will the journey will allow only if the record is not in this in that journey. And default email address, and here there are you are seeing the two different places. By default, the email data type will get selected in this place. If in case if you have a two email data type in this single data extension, and that time it will pick first one or it will be blank, you need to select the which field that you're gonna utilize for this sending an email. Okay, and also if in case if your data extension is not having the email, and that is but your data extension will contain only the contact key, but your email address will be available in some other place or in some other D. On that time, you're gonna utilize this feature to select the respective email address from a respective path. Okay, and in the
Uh,
same way, yes, please.
Sir, it's like the first option, use email attribute for entry source. So, can we use it in a case like if I have two?
Hello.
Uh, yes, sir. In my data extension, I have two fields of email address. Like one I'm using for the preference that the user going to select Y or N, and other one for the email address. And first one is of text type and second one is of email address type. So that is going to be there.
I
In that
mean,
case, I'm going.
okay. Basically, right. If it is a text data type, then
Yes, sir.
it won't allow to select here.
Okay.
Okay, whenever you are going to select the email address, that field must and should it will be an email address data type.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
in the same way it is for phone number. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Eh, is that clear? Any other question regarding this?
No, so I was just confused about that. If I'm using two email fields in same
Hmm.
data extension, one is for the preference and second one for email address. So here is it useful or not? I was just
Here
doubt.
it will, for example, assume in your data extension there was a two field with an email data type itself. Assume.
Okay.
And
Yes, sir.
that time you're gonna define which field that you're gonna utilize for sending.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is the one key advantage that we have.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and basically when we are running the journey, the subscriber should have either email address or phone number. Without this, it won't send any. I mean, it won't allow them to utilize. I mean, it won't allow them to run the journey because either one is must and should. And this step needs to be select mandatorily. If we didn't select, then it won't allow to activate it. And if you want to do the Google Analytics tracking, it will there is the place that we're gonna select it. Okay, and I mean these steps basically it was straightforward. There is nothing in this email or SMS everything, but only one thing that we're gonna specify here. We can do the exclusion script. I think it was already explained in the while doing the send email activity. I mean while configuring the send email activity. It works like same exactly. Okay.
Sir, can you
So,
Yep.
just explain the journeys in the journey settings? Can you please explain the email attribute there? One second.
Which one?
That this one, second one. Use email attribute from contacts.
Okay. For example, assume you have a data extension. In your
Mhm.
data extension, there is only contact key is available. There is no email address. Or
Okay.
email you are not ready to use your that data extension email address. But you
Okay.
know there was an another master data extension or another data extension. There your email addresses was available. I mean was tagged for each contact key. And
Mm-hmm.
that time that data extension needs to be I mean, configured in the attribute group in contact builder. Once you did that, then you're gonna come this place and select the respective path. Just give me a second. Or if the email address is already configured, just give me one minute. TS1. Select the email address. Now that email address will come from that path. Okay, this data extension having the TS1 email. Okay.
Okay.
So this email address will use for the email send.
Okay. Okay. So for that, we have to connect the data, that particular data extension with the contact
Yes,
data.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or else if you have it from the all if your contact key is already tagged to the email address, then just go to the email address and select the email address. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
By
and sir,
default, yes.
I have created data extension and I also connected in the contact builder earlier
Okay.
as well. So, but my data extension is not there in this list. And I have tried it to connect with email address also, but it is not showing here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. This problem we faced earlier.
I mean, where you tried.
sir, I have connected my one data extension in that contact builder, and I was expecting that here in the list I will find that, but it is not there. As you
Okay.
are selecting your data in the data extension in this list, but my data extension is not there in this list.
Yeah, it
So
was not
why is
there
it
in.
so?
Okay. I will connect with you later regarding that. Okay.
Okay, 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 sir.
Okay. Bye. And these are all the things that we're gonna directly go step select the respective SMA, respective messages and send it. And even for the same for the ad campaign or ad audience. Coming to this wait activity, basically there are three different, actually four. Um, no, that's extended for 6, I guess. Okay. Basically, I will explain these three first. Wait by duration means just specify the respective time. For example, just 1 hour, 2 hour, or 2 day, 5 days, like that. It will wait for that hour and it will go for the next step. And this is wait until date means we can able to set the respective date. For example, let's wait for another 20 Jan 23. On that time this activity will wait till Jan 23. After that Jan 23 it will send an it will push the day subscriber to the next activity. Wait by attribute means this attribute means it will only select the date field in our the in the fields. Based on that date field, it will if that date field matches. For example, assume in your data extension there is a birthday date field. First you have sent a first email, and second email you are planning to send it on 1 day before the birthday. And on that time you're gonna select this field, this day wait period, and select the respective date field. It will allow only to select the date field, not within any. Just give me a second. Not with any other data type field. It will only to allow to select only the date and data type. Okay, here is the journey date. If you are okay, 1 day before or after select, and if you click select, what happened, right? If that date occur, and that time it will send an email. If in case you have selected the birthday, it was already moved over. And that time what it will do, it will directly send an email. It will directly pass it to the next step. For example, if any of the subscribers birthday is 23, it will wait for 23, and then after 23 it will send to the it will push the data to the email activity. If in case if the day birth date is 18th, and that time the record won't wait, it will directly send to pass it to this step. And that's the one step. Coming to the another wait until event. This is a newly created activity. This will help to pass the real-time data. For example, mm, after send an email, assume after send an email, if you configure this wait until event, here it will generate some API event key. Using that key, if you pass the data to the marketing cloud, on that time itself, the data will push into this step. If in case if we didn't pass the data, after some certain period of time, it will wait. After some certain period of time, it will move into the fast state. For example, while we are configuring, if we select a 10 days, it will wait for 10 days. Within 10 days, if any event occurs, on that time, the on this within that time, it will pass it to the next activity. Okay, if even though after even after 10 days, if nothing event was occurred, on that time it will pass it to the fast state, and then we're gonna utilize it for another type of sense, whichever it is, like that. And let me use the okay engagement split. Okay, engagement split will allow to it will always you just okay. Engagement split will always come after having the messages. It will come before messages. It won't come. Basically, engagement name itself it was showing engage. So, after sending an email, if we have to give some wait period time, and then we have to select the engagement split to see whether that email or whether that message was opened or not. whether that message is clicked or not, whether that message is bounced or not, like that. That's the one thing that we're gonna see it. Okay. Uh, okay, we're gonna select the engagement split after the wait period, because why before configuring the engagement split, we have, I mean, after sending an email, we have to give some certain period of time, at least give some 24 hour or 48 hour, it will be the good to see how our message is reacting. Based on that, we're gonna configure whether the email was opened or clicked or bounced. Even though if it is clicked, we cannot specify it for the particular link. Okay, that's the one thing that we're gonna specify from this. Okay, this is the one advantage of our engagement split. Okay, and ah, coming to the decision split. The I mean, decision split means it will always produce either true or false. The I mean, basically to see the or to what I can say, it will work like an if else statement. It will always do the if else conditions. We're gonna add a criteria based on our data, whether it is a contact data or journey data. Journey data means I mentioned earlier itself, it was an entry data. Contact data means it was a live data. Every time if we select the contact data means every time it will check the respective the respective value in the data extension. But if we select the journey data, it will check only the data that was entered. I mean, what was the value on the while entering into the journey, and then it will pass into the next step. Okay. I mean, we're gonna utilize both the data based on our scenarios. Any other question regarding this contact data or journey data?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir,
Okay, and coming to the path optimizer, I mean, basically, we're gonna utilize this for the A, B, C, D sense like that. Earlier, we have only the A/B testing, right? But we're gonna utilize the path optimizer for multiple sense. I mean, we're gonna split it till 10, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm wrong. Just give me a second. Ten. Yep. We're gonna configure it till 10 decision 10 split, and we're gonna select winners email. I mean, winner selection, email engagement, or manual selection. It's up to them. If assume we are going to select a email selection for I mean an email engagement of one rate, and we are giving a 1 or 2 days wait time. I mean, if you are doing a path optimizer, give it for 7 days or 2 days at least. And that time we're gonna see the more accurate data. What it will happen, right? Assume we have a 10 splits or 2 splits, and if you have selected the respective path, um, and after a 1 days or 7 days, how many days that we have selected, what it will check, which path is performing well. Based on we have selected the click, I guess, open, and which path opened more, and that path will select it for after 1 or 7 days, and then we're gonna see. We're gonna send the most accurate and most response messages to the subscriber. That is the one advantage that we have, that we're gonna utilize from the path optimizer. Earlier we have only AB. Now we have 10 splits to test it. And random split is same as path optimizer, but there is no condition. We're gonna split it our path in a randomly. We are not sure. 99% we're gonna give guarantee the record won't appear twice. And join activity will help us to join from here to from these place. In journey builder we can't able to do the reverse join. Needs to go one by one. We can't able to revert it back. We have to join for the um, uh, coming line. And
Sir, can
Einstein
you
Steve, yes,
the path optimizer part? Can you please repeat, explain that again?
okay. Basically, while configuring the path optimizer, we have to select winner selection criteria. Winner selection criteria will come in a two-way: email engagement and another custom selection. Email engagement means if we select that email engagement, we have to give whether the email opened, click, or another one I forgot, unsubscribe rate. Okay, based on that, if we select a click one or open one, on that time, and if we select the respective 7 days, what it will do, it will till 7 days, the data will split accordingly and it will send in all 10 paths. We have split into the 10 paths, right? Assume let's split it only twice. Assume you have split it for the two. On that time, what it will do, it will go in. It will try to send equally in each paths, and after 7 days, it will evaluate which path which path email is responding more, like which path email is opening more. That email will send from 8th day. Okay.
Okay, okay. So it's kind of A/B testings, if
Yes,
I
it's
am not wrong.
yep.
Okay.
Sir, is it for just email activity?
Yeah, that's also my question.
Yep, here it's a clearly specified. It was an
I
email
mean,
activity, right?
there
For
is no
email
other.
engagement, you can able to
Yeah.
select a different one also. It's not restricted to select only email, but the automated process. This will work for the email activity. If you want to do, just select the manual selection and do it. Okay. And that time you're gonna utilize whichever the email, SMS, or added, whichever
Okay, okay,
that you like push. But manually you're gonna come and select which one you need.
okay, sir.
Okay. But to do the automate process, there that is email is the only way. And Einstein STO, right? Einstein STO, this is one of the it will help my, marketing cloud will help to send an email to the subscriber based on the subscriber history. For example, if you have the proper history of the subscriber in our marketing cloud, on that time, what it will do, right? This option needs to get present before the message send. On that time, what it will do, it will check the respective subscriber and um, see which is the best open rate or best response date for response time for that particular customer. Assume Rajiv is opening an email every day at 7 a.m. and someone in your team will going to open an email every day at 9 p.m. But what it will do, if you are sending in Rajiv and Shukla both together, Rajiv will receive an email at 7 a.m. and Shukla will receive an email at 9 p.m. because their history was contained in our marketing cloud in that time, because they are frequently opening the email on that time. and we can here we're gonna select it only two options. One is an day or a week. If we specified week, within that week, which is the best time and best day the people are that particular person is opening, and if it is a day, which is the best time within that day. That's the thing. I mean, don't utilize the 4 hour or 12 hour. It's not too recommended. At least 24 is the best thing that you're gonna say. Okay, that's the one Einstein STO, and scoring split and frequency split. I won't. I don't have that much clarity on that. I don't want to give you complete info on that. And update contact activity will help to update the data into our marketing cloud data extension while we are in the journey. Basically, the people we are utilizing to see whether the people or person was in the journey, or while entering the journey, or while entering into this. If you have a multiple paths to see which subscriber was entered to which place on that time, or if you are doing something else, for example, whoever um, receiving this email, and that time we're going to utilize it for internally tracking purpose to see where the customer is flowed. And these are all the activities that we're going to utilize if we have the marketing cloud, and to do the, I mean, we're going to create a lead, or we're going to create a contact, or we're going to create a account from the marketing cloud itself. For example, if you do this, if you are utilizing the API entry or smart capture form, whenever the person submits their form, we're gonna create a lead directly from marketing cloud. That is the one feature that we have. Even if, for example, if the people are created, or people performed anything, something in your sales cloud, we're gonna create a task by default. I mean, you don't need to go and manually create the task for each user. We can automate that process from this place itself, like opportunity task, or any kind of certain thing that we're gonna do using this. And if we want to do some custom thing, we're gonna utilize the object activity to do the perform in the custom object. Okay, and that's the one thing, and few things that I missed, I guess. Just give me a second. Okay, this cloud page means that in the cloud page we have to create a, we have to utilize only the smart capture form. Then only this cloud page will help, and only one smart capture form will use only one journey. Okay, and coming to the exit criteria thing. Exit criteria means, for example, if the people are in the journey, and um, you know, I mean, you know the business rule. If anything was happened, to those people, you need to exit the journey. People wherever he is. And that time, you're gonna configure the exit criteria, and that will execute whenever the wait activity completes. For example, if he is in wait activity till wait, he will wait. After the wait activity, it will check goal and exit criteria. If that matches, then that person will exited from this place, and that doesn't matches, then he will enter. He will move into the next path of the next activity of that path. Okay. Mm. Any other question on this journey? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. No, sir. No questions, sir, from my side.
Anyone else?
Sir, I want to understand that goal part as well.
Okay, goal. I mean, basically, here also we're gonna configure it to see how our data is responding. To see, this is basically for tracking purpose to see how. I mean, we don't have the proper data to show the. For example, we're gonna configure it how many responses was occurred, and to see the a percentage of that goal. That's the one thing that we're gonna do. The configuration part, it will be the same. Once we have the attribute group connection, we're gonna go there, and we're gonna select the respective field and specify how many percentage of the data needs to match. Okay, and that time it will allow them to see well how the journey is reacting. Okay, that's the one thing that we're gonna do.
Okay, sir.
And once you activated the journey, right, the version 1 will be activated, and there is another option called new version. If that new version will be help you to create another version if you want to do some kind of modification. But while running the journey, you're gonna able to change the email messages without pausing without stopping the journey. And there is another feature that we have a resume journey for a few days. Any other question?
Sir, how many version we created in one journey?
You can able to create a number of version, but only thing that we need to be aware, right? Only the one version of that journey will be active. Rest of the journey, whether it will be stopped or it will be in the finishing state. For example, if you run the version 2, and that time what it will happen, right? Version 1 will be turned into the finishing state. Means no new customer will enter into the version 1. New subscriber will enter into the version 2. But the customer who was already present in the version 1, they will be there till he exited from that version. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other question? Okay, I think I'm clear on this. You're gonna see the journey details, everything in the history, and by default there are a few templates, but create it in your own way. I want. Okay, I think I'm finished.
Anything else, Manju?
I think I'm clear on the journey builder topic. Right.
I'll stop recording.
Okay.